we're gonna check out something very experimental, very unstable, and at the same time, very, very cool. About 1 year ago, I made a video here on the channel talking about the Sinytra Connector, a Minecraft mod for Forge that allows you to run fabric mods on Forge, essentially bridging the gap between these two platforms. Now, while it is not perfect, and not every single fabric mod can actually run on Forge using Sinytra, it brought us a big part of the way there. It, for example, allows you to run the replay mod on Forge, allowing you to capture incredible footage of Forge exclusive mods. That is awesome, but at the same time, it doesn't support some of the essential mods that fabric users love, like sodium, indium, and any mod that relies on them. Which is why for the diehard fabric fans, like myself, using a Forge loader with Sinytra is still not really an alternative. Which is why ever since I released that initial video, many have been asking me if there is also a fabric equivalent, meaning a mod for fabric that allows you to run Forge mods. And while, yes, a mod like that exists, and yes, we're gonna take a look at it today, it is very experimental and still very early on in development. That's just a quick warning for you there. But it exists. It is called KiltMC, and I'm currently running an installation. So this right now you can see is my usual setup. I got Sodium installed, I got Zoomify installed, and of course, Iris shaders. This is very much a fabric installation. But every single time I look at a block, you can see a little pop-up will appear there on the top. Now that is done with a mod called Jade. And while yes, this mod is also available for fabric, what if I told you I'm currently running the Forge version? But wait, that's not all. I'm also running a Minecraft mod called Craftable Totems of Undying. And it literally adds a Totem of Undying crafting recipe. Now the fun thing about this mod is that it is Forge exclusive. It doesn't have a fabric version, and still I'm running it. And like you can see, it works perfectly fine. This is probably the most cursed Totem of Undying ever. But there's more. When I set myself to game mode survival, you can see I don't have any hearts. This is done with a mod called No Hearts UI. And whether this is useful or not, that's up for debate. But the fact is, this is once again a Forge only mod that I'm running here on Fabric. But to top it off, the best one yet is definitely inside of the creative inventory. Because you can see we get a whole separate tab. And that is because I have the Forge version installed of Storage Drawers, a Minecraft mod that adds storage drawers to Minecraft. And like you can see, they fully work. I can shift right click to open up the menu, and I can just put any block inside. Just like that. There we go. It works. It actually works. And now, of course, you want proof that I'm actually running a fabric loader and that the mods I have installed are Forge mods. Well, that's gonna be easy to provide because I installed mod menu. You can see I got a beautiful combination of regular fabric mods like indium and iris. But what is that? Jade. Forge, yes. And here we got the Forge version of Craftable Totems. Then of course we have the Neo Forge API. I got the No Hearts UI mod, also exclusive to Forge, but I'm running it on Fabric. And then like I showed you, storage drawers, also the Forge version, running perfectly fine on Fabric. Now you might think to yourself, Kasai, what a weird arrangement of mods. How did this selection process even work? And that is the experimental part. The mods I have installed were the only mods that I could find that did actually work. Like I said, KiltMC is still very experimental. And I can guarantee you, right now, when you're watching this video, at the time of it releasing, 98% of all mods you try will either crash your game instantly or crash your game after you've joined a world. But why still cover it then? Well, because I'm a massive fabric lover. I absolutely love the fabric loader and all of its mods. And I think if this project keeps going, it could be something massive. So this is the current project page of KiltMC. Now, like you can see, the last update has happened just 13 hours ago, which just shows that developers are actively working on this project. Now, downloading this project is not as easy as you might think. It has not been officially released yet, but you can still get it, mostly for testing purposes. But what you need to do to download Kilt is, first of all, log into a GitHub account. Then you want to go to Actions. Then you want to click on Gradle CI underneath all workflows. Then you want to click on the latest version, which is just going to be the top result. So for me, that is this one. And then you want to scroll down all the way to the bottom until here, under artifacts, you got the kit build jars. Now, if you're logged into your GitHub account, all the way on the right, you will see a download button, which will then provide you with a zip file that you can open up. And in there, you finally found it. Kilt version 0.01 for Minecraft version 1.20.1, which is, by the way, the only version that Kilt is currently available for. Now, alongside Kilt, there are 4 more mods you also need to install. Every single one of them, of course, in version 1.20.1, the same version as Kilt itself. The first one is, of course, the Fabric API. You also need to install Fabric Language Kotlin, the Forge Config API port, and then, last but not least, the Architecture API. Make sure to install the 1.20.1 Fabric version of all of these. Now yes, I know it is all still super limiting, but just imagine how cool it could be in the future. Let's say they keep on developing this project and eventually, in let's say a year or 2 years, there's an actual full-fledged equivalent to the Sinytra Connector for Fabric that allows you to run pretty much all Forge mods. Of course, there are gonna be some exceptions, like not every single Forge mod will probably be runnable, but it's super cool that the project exists and that they're trying it. Now, something which I did find a little interesting was a meme found on the GitHub page of the Sinytra Connector developers. So this is, and I'm not even kidding, actually viewable on the Sinytra Connector GitHub page. This is Forge. It's fully functional, but it's bulky. And this is Fabric. It's flexible and lightweight, but has fewer features. This is Sinytra Connector. It's easy to drive something with more features to something less functional, but it doesn't have a rope tight and can easily fall apart. And this is Kilt. Why are you doing this? Now, are they really making fun of Kilt here? I mean, a little bit. Though, from what I can see, it isn't really meant to make fun of Kilt in any way. Instead, this picture is used as an argument as to why Sinytra Connector is a Forge-only mod and not available for Fabric. But yeah, do they have a point? I mean, maybe. I guess time will tell. The project, so KiltMC, is still in such early development, and so many things are not working yet that it's hard to tell how optimized and how stable it will eventually be. Like most Forge mods now straight up don't work yet. I counted every single Forge mod that I tried on Fabric with Kilt, and from the 27 I tried, only 4 ended up working, which are the 4 that I'm currently running. And while most of the Forge mods I'm running right now are client-side experiences, like the little information card, the added Totem of Undying recipe, and the removal of the health bar, for some reason, I was also able to get storage drawers working, which actually adds items and blocks to the game. Items and blocks that I can use and place and look into without the game crashing. Once again, this is a Forge mod, and that makes me hopeful. And again, at the time I'm releasing this video, the project is not ready for general use. And especially if you're looking for something stable, I would not even recommend checking out Kilt. But if, just like me, you kinda got intrigued by hearing about this project, you can always download it and test it out for yourself. The developer, by the way, is also very straight to the point. FAQ. Why? I like Fabric. I hate Forge. I mean, you can't be more clear than that. And then what about Connector? Connector's aim is to have Fabric mods on Forge, while Kilt's aim is to have Forge mods on Fabric. Isn't it reasonable to have both? And I agree. Once again, I'm thinking about this meme, and I don't know how much of that is true, but somebody definitely has to give it a try, and this guy is doing that. So massive shout out to all of its contributors, and let's hope for the best. I'm honestly excited. And that's it for today. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, join my Discord. Thank you so much, channel members, and then I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye, see you later, bye bye!